Hello again from Snetterton in Norfolk. It's round 4 of the British Super Cup Series, and it's time to take a look at the stars of the future. They're competing in the Heingerich Cup. The super teens are for racers aged between 15 and 20. They race for 15 minutes plus 2 laps, which for teenagers can be a gruelling experience. Leading the way in the championship before racing started was Paul Notman. The pace setter at Snetterton, Adam Marshall. He'd won at Alton Park the previous week, so he was clearly... Here's some of the early action.
And this really is a breeding ground for young riders. Let's say stars of the future, 15 minutes plus 2 laps. And down the straight they come, and it's young Marshall leading the way. In second place is number 17, which is Barry Winter, again riding a Kajiva. That's Winter. And in third place, number 3, that's Dean Johnson. He's in second place at the championship at the moment, again on a Kajiva. These are basically road-going machines, and somebody off into the dirt. He's perfectly safely okay, and that's Carl Harris, who went so well at the start. Of course, riding for Ron Haslam Racing. Ron Haslam, the former Grand Prix star. For Carl Harris, well, not out of the race, but surely out of the reckoning. But it's young Adam Marshall, that leads the way, riding the Aprilia. Coming right up behind him now, though, 17, Barry Winter, again on an Aprilia. They're absolutely side by side as they go through the S's. 15 minutes plus 2 laps.
And Marshall's prowess on a motorbike won't have surprised many people. His father is 12 times former British champion Roger Marshall, who's now part of the Med racing team. Marshall Senior is full of praise for the super teams.
The series started this year. The ACU and the MCRB, the new governing body, they decided to let 15 to 19-year-olds have a series, the same as Italy and France. And I think it's the best thing that's ever happened for the British racing scene. And it's very encouraging and to bring young riders on to the standards we need to go on to World Championship level.
You're obviously a former champion yourself. Did you ever have anything like that?
No, my son's done 7 years of beach racing and motocross, and you know, now he started road racing at 15 years old, so I didn't get a bike on the road till I was 16, so what an advantage for young riders. As I said, I'll encourage you all the time, but I don't want you to have a bike on the road. You can have a car. And I think, like the Devi Mead team with Steve Islop, they've got Barry Winter, young rider, and it's great for young riders to be round people like Islop and Whittam and Jim Moody, who we have, and Paul Brown, and they're all taking an interest in these young lads, and it really brings them on. I think in the not too distant future we're going to see lads like Caparossi and people like that in World 500 level, and I think we're going to have a championship soon. I've noticed from the first meeting, I think this is the 6th round, but I've noticed the times coming a lot closer together on the timesheet, and all the younger ones getting a lot more experience. And you know, at the beginning it looked really hectic, but now they're starting to look like that they can do it.
Back with the action, young Adam was unable to hold on to his lead as the race progressed. We rejoin it with Barry Winter now ahead, but a real battle's going on for second place.
So over the start and finish line for these Superteen riders. They're on their last lap. Perfect illustration of the gap. If Barry Winter doesn't make any mistakes, he's going to win this race. I wouldn't like to put my money on who's going to finish second. Side by side, they go into Rich's corner. Still leading the way, though, is Dean Johnson. Right behind him, Paul Notman. And then we have Andy Notman in 4th place. And really, we know that they've got the speed advantage. Certainly, it does appear that Paul Notman has the speed advantage as they come out of this bend, see a corner, into the Reddit straight. I think the S's here is going to be the place to watch. Down the straight they go, into the S's. Yes, and he is closing all the time. We've seen Dean Johnson is a demon on the brakes there. Side by side, he's got up the inside this time. I don't think there's anything this time Dean Johnson can do. Perhaps he can, Rob. He's going to surprise us. No, he's not. Great bit of riding there by Paul Notman. He used the speed advantage, really, to the very greatest advantage.
It's just knowing how if they can settle down and accept being beaten, because I don't think they can.
So here we go. This is the battle for second place. Paul Notman now is up into second place. I think he's opened up a bit of an advantage over Dean Johnson. In 4th place, we have Andy Notman. They're through Coram Curve, or they're going through Coram Curve, that long right-hander before they sit up and break for Russell Bend. And I think he's stolen the advantage. That was good, sensible riding by
Yeah.
Paul Notman, showing a very experienced head on his shoulders. But this is the man who's going to win the race. Barry Winter now approaches the checkered flag. The lad from Nottingham riding the Kajiva for Debbie Mead Riding. And
Paul
the battle
Notman.
for second place has been won by Dean Johnson. Something has happened to Paul Notman by the look of things.
Yeah.
And there's a bit of waving, there's a bit of gesticulating going on. But Dean Johnson now is up into second place. But no doubt about the winner. The winner of a very exciting Superteen Challenge from the Hein Garrick Cup. The winner of this race from Nottingham is Barry Winter.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It was quite easy when I got breakaway, but I could feel the pressure from behind all the way.
Yeah, it was all really
All
happening
fine.
behind you, wasn't it?
Yeah, I looked behind me, I could see them battling away, but they weren't seem to be getting any closer, so just kept my cool.
And these are the final finishing positions. Marshall eventually ending the race in 5th place. And at the top of the championship standings, Paul Notman's lead now cut to 7 points.